Steve here doing a review for tonight's episode of Game of Thrones. This would be a review for Game of Thrones, Season 7, Episode 7, entitled The Dragon and the Wolf. And what an episode it was. As far as season finales go, it paid off. Well, to be honest though, let's not forget the first 50 minutes just completely dragged, with people going back and forth about what they needed to do. We gotta do this. So she's like, I don't know. And then Theon, you forgive me, Rob? Sure I do. But when it finally got to the action, the payoff was worth it. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a 7. Like I said, when the payoff came, it paid off, but there was a lot of just dragging before we finally got to it. But let's get to the more important things, how my predictions came out. You can watch that other video I did on my Game of Thrones predictions for tonight's episode if you want, but here we go. I predicted there would be no hot pie in this episode. I know we all wanted to see hot pie, but we didn't get any hot pie tonight, just like I thought. So that one turned out to be true. 2, Qyburn would want to examine the weight. You know, they had the zombie skeleton guy, and Cersei's hand. Qyburn, the ex-maester, would want to examine it. And yeah, he kind of did that. You know, after they chopped him to bits, he picked up the hand, was looking at it. He didn't ask to examine it, he just examined it. So I'm going to count it. That's 2 I got right. The Hound would forgive the Mountain. I figured there was not going to be a Calang Bowl tonight, and I was correct. He didn't say that he forgave him, but basically he said, you're fucked. One of the reasons I thought he would forgive the Mountain was the fact that the Mountain's all fucked up, and that exactly happened. The Hound's like, wow, you look uglier than the last time I saw you. Whatever. Bye-bye. So that's 3 out of 7. I figured Cersei would betray Daenerys, and that also I thought she would capture her. That came out to be half true, as Cersei at the end was talking about how she sent Euron Greyjoy off to the Iron Bank to get the gold company, but she did not actually capture Daenerys. So that's about half of my prediction that I would count as correct. All right, predicted the wall would fall, and I predicted that it would be at Eastwich. That happened. Deaths. I had 7 deaths that I was predicting, but only one of them came out to be true. Littlefinger, but that was an awesome fucking death. And it was Sansa who basically brought the justice on down. And with that scene, it turns out another prediction of mine was not correct, and that was Bran would do nothing. No, he did something. He basically said when Littlefinger put a knife to Ned Stark's neck, he said, told you not to trust me. And then, of course, he reveals to Sam that Dany and Jon are aunt and nephew, and Jon's the heir to the Iron Throne. But a little too late to stop the incest. Yeah. I'll just talk about that for a minute. When those two were flirting throughout the episodes, I could just hear the banjo music playing. And of course, they get it on in this episode. And I was like, oh, God. You know what it reminded me of? If you've read Game of Thrones, there's a scene with Arya and Gendry, and they're in some village that, you know, during Robert's rebellion, Robert was shacking up with this barmaid there. And supposedly he had an illegitimate daughter out of that. And they meet her. Her name is Bella, because the Battle of the Bells happened there. And she's talking about how she's Robert's bastard daughter. And of course, Gendry, we know, is Robert's bastard son. And Bella is supposed to be this kind of attractive barmaid. She goes away, and then Gendry's talking about how he wants to join the Brothers Without Borders, and Arya throws a fit over it. She goes, oh, why don't you just go fuck Bella while you're at it? And Gendry's like, yeah, I'm going to go fuck her. See if I care. And I was thinking, oh, God, he's going to fuck his sister. That's what that scene reminded me of, because you've got Sam and Bronn, and they're talking about how they're Jon and Daenerys are aunt and nephew, and right at the same time, so like I said with my predictions, I'm going to go with 5 out of 5 and 1/7 of my predictions became true. And like I said, I thought tonight's episode was pretty good, but not that good because it dragged on for so long. And I'm looking forward to season 8.